We both look like unicorns.
I know.
How cute.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Nalie and welcome to the Nalie Show, where I help you beat your battles and be the best version of you. One of my favorite quotes is, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. In life, I was quick to learn that there is a lot that you can't control, but one thing you forever can is your attitude. So when a breast cancer diagnosis hits in your early 20s, your prime years, it's so easy for it to ruin your life, right? But have I not proven to you that your attitude can change your entire journey? And what should have been the worst days of my life ended up being some of my very best. Today, I am so excited to finally sit down with Lindsey Hope, another 20-something-year-old breast cancer fighter and blogger who totally mastered this idea. Diagnosed at only 22 years old, and I thought 24 was young. She created the Instagram handle Tata to my tatas and the hashtag and blog How to Have Fun with Cancer, where she basically laughs in cancer's face. Upon her diagnosis, she threw a booblerette party and her Instagram stories are hilarious. She is truly an inspiration for any young adult fighting cancer. Just like me, she's in the middle of undergoing her treatments. But together, we are going to give you 5 ways to have fun with cancer. She's about to get here soon. I apologize in advance for any inside jokes that only we would understand, but I'm so excited to see her.
I brought a scarf so you could hide from me. I really want an amaretto sour, but like I know that's not good for us right now.
Good thing I have something that looks like an amaretto sour. It has turmeric, which means it's really good for cancer patients like us. Are you okay with that?
Of course. It looks like an amaretto sour.
Yes.
To us.
It's so surreal to have another 20-something-year-old with breast cancer here with me, like we're actually here. Because I met so many people online and a lot of them are all from all around the world. Kind of a bittersweet feeling to know that we both are fighting this, but it's cool to have someone that you can relate to. And I don't know about you, did you even think it was a possibility to have breast cancer in your 20s?
No, not at all.
At all. Neither did I. But tell me, what was Lindsey Hope like before all this? What was your 21-year-old self like?
I was not like most 20-year-olds, just in the sense that I wasn't going out clubbing all the time. I was more reserved. I'm with someone that I knew I was gonna marry at a young age, so I wasn't like looking to party and like find that one guy to hook up with or something like that. I'm in my 4th year of education, so I'm supposed to be graduating April. I'm a very family-oriented person, and I just love being around people. You know, I was active. I was going to Zumba 3 times a week. I was always around children, you know, like I had a great immune system, and all of a sudden, bam, you have cancer.
And when did the cancer diagnosis happen?
So in February, I remember Friday morning I went to a Zumba class, and that afternoon I felt something in my breast. It was actually my right side, as I'm touching my left. And I felt something in my breast, and it was like a lump, but I had such small breasts that it was like, hey, it's probably like my bones or something, like it's nothing. It didn't hurt, or maybe it hurt, you know, for a Friday to Saturday, and then it went away. I totally forgot about it, and I was working at a daycare this summer. And my house is freezing and the outside is super humid, and I would wake up every morning with blood stains on my shirt.
From your breast?
So I was like, hey, I'm getting nosebleeds at night, perfect, I'm scared of blood, like at least it's coming at nighttime. Anyways, that August, after I was done working.
Wait, February
to August?
To August.
Nothing. Pain went away, didn't even never touch myself, never went to go feel if it was growing, if it was still there, just nothing. August, I was taking a shower, and for some reason I looked down, like at my nipple, and I saw a beauty mark, and I have beauty marks all over my hands, and I was like, hey, like I know my body enough to know that this was never there before. So I touched it, and it started like oozing, almost like a blood, but it wasn't red, it was brown and thick, like a discharge. I kind of expedited everything. I went to an oncologist right away. I was obviously telling my best friends about this, just I was like, I have no idea what this is, and cancer didn't even cross my mind. You know, my mom's BRCA negative, not to say that I may be BRCA negative.
Did you take the genetic
Yes,
test?
and I'm just a mutant. I have no idea what this gene is.
Same here. Hello. So when was the official day?
So October 7th, 2016.
How did you feel when they told you it's breast cancer?
I was almost relieved, just because
you were waiting.
I was waiting.
I know.
I was like, I know it's cancer.
I feel like I'm getting really emotional right now, but only because like that's same story you just said is exactly what I went through, and like you're saying it and I'm seeing like my life like
like a deja vu,
unfold. It really
sure.
is. Okay, you got the diagnosis and then you started how to have fun with cancer, which is a hashtag, and your handle is Tata to my Tata.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious, by the way. When did you have that revelation where like, I'm about to have fun with cancer? When did that like spark?
So I live with depression anyways.
Okay. I would have never guessed that.
I know. Yeah, it's something that I've learned to kind of just like keep to myself. And not that I'm like embarrassed of it, just I've always dealt with it my inner self, you know?
Which is what most people do.
Which is a problem. Now that I'm diagnosed with cancer, having the two dealing with the inside of me, my body wants to scream.
Holy shit, I can't imagine.
Yeah, you just want to scream and you're like, how am I supposed to deal with this? I find with cancer, there's stigmas around it, but it's also very like shushed. Like you never talk about it. It's the disease, it's she had that, or it's the C word, you know? So I felt that like I really wanted to educate people about what I was going through, because at least in my community, no one at the age of 22 has breast cancer. Yes, they have pediatric cancers, of course. You know, like that's the norm. But at 22 to have breast cancer, like that's crazy.
And it's such an awkward age. I was diagnosed at 24.
Exactly.
I can't believe you're 22. Like that's crazy. But don't you find it's weird going to the hospital, because you can't go to a children's hospital.
Exactly.
Usually it's 0 to 21 and you're 22.
Exactly.
And then you go to our hospitals and it's like
filled with older women.
People.
Yeah.
Like everyone is white here, they're in pains, and then there you are.
And here you are, a vibrant young woman.
Yeah, with our headscarves.
Yeah, like with makeup on and, you know, trying to look good and feel good, and then you're like, I don't belong here. No. So that was my like big dilemma. I was like, I don't feel like I belong in this, and I just kind of want to educate people about what I'm going through, because if they don't see it from me, who else are they going to see it from?
Your hashtag is how to have fun with cancer, but we both know it's not always fun. Do you ever feel like you have those down days where you can't have fun with cancer?
Yeah. And I think it's also important to share that it's not, I'm not just having fun with cancer, and cancer is not fun, but I'm just making the best of it. There's some days I cry myself to sleep, not because, you know, like I'm just sad, and just realizing what I'm going through and how I need to be so strong, and not to show people that I'm strong, just to myself. I need to be strong to continue.
It's important to know that you know, being positive doesn't mean always being happy.
Exactly. No,
being positive is knowing that, you know, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. And taking action, right? I think that's what your hashtag is. It's how to have fun with cancer. It means you have to take action.
Exactly.
It's so easy just to, like you said, cry yourself to sleep and stay in bed.
Exactly.
No, cry yourself to sleep and get up the next morning.
1000%. Living by my hashtag how to have fun with cancer has allowed me to have fun with my life. Every day I try to see the good in things. I try, you know, to just keep swimming, and I try to just be happy, and that was something I had a hard time with before cancer.
Oh yeah.
So cancer is almost like helping me in a sense that, yes, I'm taking time off of everything, so I'm really allowed to focus on myself and me.
Having fun with adversity or going through a hard time, having fun in life overall can be difficult, which is why I think you're doing an amazing job at it. And I have to say, you are such a huge inspiration to any young adult fighting cancer, breast cancer, any kind of cancer. And I would love for you to give some tips. On
5 tips
on how to have fun with cancer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here are 5 tips to have fun with cancer by Lindsey Hope. Number 1.
Celebrate milestones. Is the biggest one, I think.
Even the littlest milestone.
Yeah, exactly. Pre-surgery, post-surgery, first chemo, last chemo. You know, my sister made a joke, you're popping your chemo virginity. And I'm like, you're right, let's celebrate this.
Well, didn't you have a booblerette?
Yes. So,
what's a booblerette?
Okay, so I'm giving credit to my sister. I'm not taking the credit myself. But basically we were celebrating like tatas to my tatas, goodbye to my breasts. And we just threw myself a huge party just to celebrate that. You know, I'm going to surgery about a week and a half later, and we just want to celebrate that. My sister made t-shirts with John said, looking forward to the upgrade. My friend said, Lindsey's breast friends. It doesn't have to be an outrageous thing. But just celebrate these moments, and you know, take yourself for dinner, go get a glass of wine or something.
I always do pre-chemo parties.
Yes.
So the day right before chemo, I know it's like, I would say it's the last day before I die. practically, because then I'm KO for a week.
Exactly.
So I invite
You're
my
on
friends.
bed rest.
Exactly. So I invite my friends over and we play board games. It's
That's
as
such a
simple
good
as
idea.
that. And then
Really, I think I'm gonna do that.
you should. And then all of them bring food, and there's always tons of leftovers. So then I have food for like the week where I'm in bed rest. It's perfect.
That's amazing.
Number 2.
Find the lightness in every situation. Just be silly. You need to be silly, and you need to find humor in things. Find humor in the fact that I was explaining to you before that I had my full face of makeup and I had to go for an emergency blood test. And I was just filming myself, you know, that I'm in the cancer wing and I'm just like with a full face of makeup. Like, just find humor in silly things and just laugh about it.
Exactly.
Laughter is the best medicine. So one situation or one example is when I extracted my eggs. Like, I was really trying to find the beauty in that somehow. And it was the most painful thing ever, I found. So, you know, my sister was in the room with me and she was like a proud father. She's like, okay, we got another egg, or okay, Stephanie's here.
Just like you're giving birth.
As if she's like the father, like I'm giving birth. She's like my legs are up on the canister, and it was just amazing. It was so funny.
You know what's funny is that I did the same thing. So these 4 eggs of mine, it's at the Royal Victoria Hospital. Yeah. And every time we drive by with my parents, I always tell my parents, I'm like, oh, say hi to your future grandchildren.
Yes, no joke.
Number
3, take on a hobby. I started a blog, which I really enjoy because I love to just, you know, let my emotions and feelings out. It's super therapeutic. Another thing is giving back. I volunteer. I got myself involved in lots and lots of things around my community.
You do fundraisers
too. Fundraisers, exactly. And one fundraiser specifically is for Rethink Breast Cancer, to a study that I'm super passionate about.
Yeah.
So
I love Rethink Breast Cancer.
They're
it's a really
amazing.
good website for young women.
Yeah, you just have to find things that you're passionate about.
Just to get your mind off of it, and it could be anything. Like you said, yours is a blog, mine is a blog too, and it's YouTubing and making videos on the Nalie show. Yeah. Yours could be something as simple as like painting, drawing.
Makeup. I love makeup, and I'm not that good. So I really have been trying, like, practicing my eyeshadow and like things like that. Things that I love that I just want to get better at.
This is your chance to find and do what you love, and you should embrace that.
1000%.
Number
4, surround yourself with family and friends. Pick the ones that are not so good out on the curb.
Oh, hell yes. That's like a very important point.
Bring the ones that are really stepping up back into your life, because they're showing you that when push comes to shove, you know, they're there for you. I think that is just super important, that you surround yourself with the best people.
And don't forget to ask them for help when you need it. Like, they are there for you.
If you can't cook, hell yeah, they should bring you food.
Oh my god.
Mom. What I would do without her, it's not even existent. Last one, girl. Yes, so number 5. So last one is to be loud and proud. And just shine bright with what you have. Depression, anxiety, mental health issues, eating disorders, cancer, everything. Just be proud of who you are, because that's who you are. You're born this way.
By being open and loud and proud, there is far more benefits than, you know, disadvantages.
Yeah, you're not dealing with this alone, for starters.
You connect with people you never thought you would connect with. For example, like if I didn't share my cancer and you didn't share yours, we wouldn't be here right now, like sharing headscarf tutorials and sending each other scarves. There's so much more like opportunities, teaching versus, you know, hiding. The more you hide, the more you shut the whole world out, which is why I do agree with being loud and proud about
you know, don't get me wrong, it sucks. I'm not happy to have cancer, and I don't want it ever to come off that way. No. But I'm just taking the situation I'm dealt with and making the best of it. I'm taking a shitty cancer situation, taking shitty chemos, shitty, you know, nausea, shitty everything, and just I have nausea, but you know, tomorrow I won't be nauseous, and I'm gonna go out and have a really good day.
Everything you just said applies to anything, any obstacle you're
anyone
facing.
and everything.
Exactly, which is why I think you ended it spot on. It was so perfect. Thank you so much. You killed it. So it's time for the random question. If you had a magic lantern and a genie inside, and you had to rub it, and you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
This is hard, Nalie. Oh my god. Right now it would be to travel.
Where?
I love South America.
Number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
I would love to go to Ellen. That's literally my wish number 2. Okay, if that happens,
I'm bringing 1000%. My biggest wish right now, which would just be to finish chemo and just have an easy breeze with it. No, I don't want anything material. I don't want anything like that. I would genuinely just want to finish this off on a good note.
So it's your turn to talk to us. We have a question for you.
What do you do to have fun with whatever you're dealing with, whether it be, taking a break from school when you're writing exams, or mental health, or anything you're handling right now that is stressful to you? What do you do to just say, hey, I need to take a break and I need to do something to have fun?
Comment below. If you have any questions for Lindsay,
Yes.
also ask them below. I'm sure
Yeah.
she'll tune into the YouTube channel.
1,000%. Yes.
If you want to follow Lindsay, I'm going to put her information right over here. It's worth it. She'll make you laugh and make you want to have fun. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch my vlogs, they're up there. If you want to watch the last episode, it's down there. Don't forget to subscribe, please.
Yes.
I release videos every Monday, and share this if you really like it.
1,000%.
Be patient, be kind to yourself.
Be thankful and be happy.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Fix our head scarf.
Oh, these scarves, man.